Hi everybody and welcome back to Chee-Tash. My name is Chris and today we're going to be continuing along with the book Eloquent JavaScript, doing some more lessons and learnings on regex, regular expressions in JavaScript. I do want to say I apologize guys. I know it has been a while since I've posted even a video, let alone a JavaScript video, but even an interview. Just things in my personal life have been very hectic, a lot going on, all very good things, but it's just taken my attention away from the YouTube channel. And I think going forward, it's going to be tougher to post as consistently as what I once was. So I might be posting irregularly. It's not going to be a consistent schedule. So we're going to do this video today, but it might be another several weeks before I can get another video out or another, interview out. So just wanted to give you guys that heads up, and I apologize, but hopefully you guys can, understand what's going on and still watch the videos. I would love that. Ask questions if you have them. And I just wanted to give you guys that update. Anyway, let's start by just kind of reviewing the last chapter that we did for regex in Eloquent JavaScript, again by Mergen Haverbeek. We talked about shortcuts. So there are certain characters that you can use that will shortcut a regex expression. So, you could easily say that I want a regex that is going to match 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this definitely would work. And rather, let me put this in square brackets so we say that it's any character in this sequence. So this totally works, right? It will match. And oh, by the way, I'm using this website regexer.com for this. A very, very cool tool that I first learned about years ago when I was in coding bootcamp. And you can use this to build your regex expressions. You can then type out sample text in this field. You can see if it matches or not. They've got nice cheat sheets here. They've got nice definitions of the regex that you're typing. So I was going to use this today, maybe a little bit easier if we use this versus the code. So this is regexer. And this regex regular expression definitely works, but there also is a shortcut that you can do, and it's where you can do like a backslash, and then there's special characters like D, which you can see down here matches any digit character. So you can type out all the numbers like that, or you can just say \D. There's other shortcuts that we learned about, like, \W, which matches any word character, alphanumeric, and underscore. There's W, which matches any character that is not a word character. So, this will match because it's not an alphanumeric character. There's also, /S. Capital S matches any character that it's not white space, /S, which is going to match this. But then if I start typing again, it matches those white space characters. So there was a bunch of these that we learned about last time. Today, we're going to talk about repeating parts of a pattern. So what do I mean by that? Well, Mergen writes that we know how to match a single digit, but what if we want to match a whole number or a sequence of one or more digits? And you can do this using a plus sign. So when you put a plus sign after something in a regular expression, it indicates that the element may be repeated more than once. So this can be something like /D, and then you can put a plus, and we can see it matches more than once. Or if I put it on the outside, we can see that this is the whole sequence is matching. The whole sequence is matching. So the addition, if you see down here, matches one or more of the preceding token. And we're matching any digit character, right? So let's do this a little more simply. Let's say if I say 1, right? If I say 1, now if I say 1 again here, and if I say 1 again here, we can see that it's matching one or more of the number 1, and we're getting 3 matches here. 3 matches here. So that's what the plus sign is for. And it's interesting just noticing this behavior here. The behavior of whether I include it outside the square brackets versus inside the square brackets. I guess inside the square brackets here, it doesn't really make a difference. But if I do try to match any digit character and I put this, right, we're getting 21 matches here. But if I do it on the outside, we're getting just 1 match. Just 1 match. And not really like a big difference in this case, but it's just something to think about. Something to think about. Like this will still get a match, right? No matter what, if the plus sign is on the outside or the inside. I'm guessing because the square brackets match any character in the set, any digit character, and then the plus is looking for one or more of it, that might be where we are going to get this difference, is that it's grouping, the square brackets are grouping it together. And when you say plus, you see here that there's 2 groupings of these numbers. Versus if you do it within the square brackets, again, you're looking for one or more digit, which you get. You get 10 digits here. On the outside, you're saying, I want one or more of the group of numbers. And there's 2 groups of numbers here. There's a group of 1, and then there's a group of like 9. 9, 8, 9 numbers there, if I can count correctly. So that's a way that you can use the plus sign. There's also another sort of special character that we can use called the star. And it has a similar meaning, but it also allows the pattern to match 0 times. So something with the star after it never prevents a pattern from matching. It'll just match 0 instances. So if I have a star here, it's the same thing. Like, it's the same thing. It's going to match. You can see here it's matching. It's giving you the warning, though, that you can return empty matches. And a very good way to see this in action is if I have a new endpoint here, star regex, right? Star regex. So let me rerun this. Let's clear this out. Let's run this. Let's hit the star regex endpoint. We're done. So if you guys see here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yep, there we go. So you see here in the star regex, I'm checking the grouping of A, B, and C. Is A, B, and the grouping of A, B, and C in 1, 2, 3? It's not, so we're getting a false. But now watch what happens there when I change this to a star. I rerun this guy. Let's go back to Postman. Let's hit this endpoint. Now we're getting a true. We're getting a true because the star is going to match 0 or more instances. And because there are 0 groupings of A, B, C in 1, 2, 3, we're getting a true there. So star is another one of those special characters. Another special character is the question mark, which means optional, meaning it may occur 0 times or 1 time. And I guess it's kind of similar to the star in a sense. So it's 0 or 1. I mean, we're going to get the same thing here. So if I do optional like this, let's save it. Let's rerun this. Let's hit the endpoint. Yeah, see, we're still getting true here. So star and question mark, they kind of operate in a similar fashion, but just another way to match between 0 and 1 of the preceding token And again, star matches 0 or 1 of the preceding token. Okay, so even regexer has them as the same definition. Lastly, last thing we'll go over is to indicate a pattern of precise number of times. You can use curly braces, and you can say a number in here, right? At least this number of times. So here, let's maybe simplify this. Let's say 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So you can say how many times you want to look for this 1, 2, 3, this grouping of 1, 2, 3, right? So a better way to maybe say this, instead of matching any character in the set, let's do it like this. Yeah, so we get 2 matches. So 1, or if I do 2, match 1 of the preceding tokens. So matches, let me see what Marigin says. To indicate that a pattern should occur a precise number of times, you use the braces. So if you put a 1 there, after an element, for example, requires it to occur exactly 1 time. It is also possible to specify a range this way. Okay. Okay, so here we're getting 2 matches, but if I say here that I want this to occur twice, now that's interesting. See, it's not matching. If I group them, it is matching only the 2. Now if I do the 3, yeah, now I get it. Exactly 5 times. Okay. So I think the difference here is if I say 3, it's looking to match 3 of the preceding token. So it matches it twice because there's 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3, right? If I did a 1 here, or if I did all 1s, it's matching the group of any of the numbers in those square brackets. So it needs to be 3, any of these 3 in order. If I did it without the square brackets, without the grouping, yeah, see, it's not matching because it's not, if I do 1, 2, 3, because there's no 3, but now if I did this, that's interesting. If I did 3, okay. So essentially, the way that this works, again, is to match any number of the preceding tokens. So here we're looking for at least 3 digits in a row. Here we're looking for any 2 digits in a row. Here we're looking for any 1 digit in a row. I guess here is where if I do the number 2 and I say 1, or if I say 3 here, we're looking for the number 2 3 times in sequence. So like that. Yeah, that will work. That still finds it. See, it finds it twice there, and it's going to find it 3 times now. Okay, I think I might understand what's going on here. So if I do 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, yeah, okay. So what if I did 3? Yeah, that doesn't work for some reason. I'm not sure why. 8 matches there. Okay. Anyways, sorry to get off on a tangent, guys. Essentially, you use the curly braces with a number inside of them to match like an exact number of the preceding token. So I have, 1 and a 2. We're going to match, right, any combination group of 3 of a 1 or a 2 in succession. So we find 3 in a row of the numbers 1 or 2 there. Again, because the square brackets match any character within that set. And I'm just curious on this again. Huh, yeah. Okay. No, just wondering on that. Mergen also states that you can use commas to define a range. So you could say, I want to find any digit, let's say, but I want to find it between 1 and 3 times, right? And so you use the comma here. You can see down there, match between 1 and 3. So I could say 1, it matches it, right? I could 1, 2, 3. And you can see that it's matching. Let's do something like 2, maybe a better example here. So now if I do 1, it's not going to find it. 1, 2, it finds it. And if I say 1, 2, 3, it finds it. But if I say 4, it's not going to match that 4. It's just going to match the first 3. So you can use the curly braces to say that you want to match between this number and this number of the preceding token. And that's another cool way to do some matches. You could also do kind of like 3 like this. So you could say 3 or more, and you can see there it matches this area because it's, it's 4. So we're saying we want to match 3 or more of the preceding token. We find that there. That's another way you can do this. And I wonder, I'm just curious, can you do it like this? No, okay, I guess not. I guess you can't do it like that, but you can say like 6 or more, like this, 6 or more, but you can't say like no more than 8, like that is what I was thinking. But that's going to do it, guys. That's going to do it. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know if you have any questions on this one. I know regex is always confusing. Still confuses me, especially some of this curly brace stuff. And I'll be around. I won't be too far. And hopefully I'll be able to post again soon. But again, bear with me. Might be a while before I can get to a consistent schedule again. So thank you guys so much. My name is Chris. This has been Chee-Tash. Take care, everybody.